is my our recap for Season 4, Episode 2, Project Runway All-Stars, The Art of Construction. And it's our Unconventional Challenge.
I feel like it was more boring than usual. Like usually these are at least a little bit interesting. Not today.
I can't disagree with you. I'll say that.
It's too long. I wish it was half an hour.
We wouldn't even see anything.
15 minutes would have been even better.
No. It wasn't like I have to watch that again episode. I do give you that. But I'm okay with it. They have 15 minutes to collect material from a construction site, and they have to make something girly. And they act like that's some big twist, but that's kind of like every single unconventional challenge. And I feel like the key to an unconventional challenge, to really nailing it, is to make something that...
Apparently to put nails around the neck.
No, that's not even... That wasn't even who won.
I know.
Okay.
The deaf guy won.
Oh, John.
Whatever his name is.
John.
He doesn't hear too well.
John.
That one. Spoiler.
Gosh. Anyway. No, stop it. Sometimes I wonder. No, the key to the unconventional challenge to winning is to make something that looks better in the unconventional material than what you can make with conventional material. So like if you just make a dress that you could make out of fabric, you're not gonna do so well. All of the winning dresses, what?
You really feel like that was an epiphany.
Shut up. You're working my nerve tonight. Anyway, I know.
We're gonna puppy.
I know, isn't he cute? His name's Cooper.
Cooper the pooper.
Cooper the non-pooper right now. So anyway, Chris, they always have some sort of like rope kind of material or something. There's always someone who tries to do macrame, and I don't think it's ever worked for anyone. But Chris is doing this kind of macrame outfit, and Dimitri makes a really ugly dress, which it was good of him to switch, and then he switched to the rope thing, which probably was only like a sidestep. And then Chris kind of like thinks he's copying. Now I understand how Chris feels. I think if I was in his position, I would think that too. But you never, I haven't seen anybody accuse someone else of copying and come out looking good. I have a lot of friends that are artists or artists, depending on their level of talent. And the copying allegations never go over well. Ever, right? Okay, you don't care. Anyway, they had Snooki and JWoww there, and they were like the worst judges because they were on the opposite of everybody else's opinion.
They should probably be judging wet t-shirt contests.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. I mean,
but high fashion.
No,
they should
or
not.
even Project Runway. To be fair. Anyway, because it was like they went through the 6 top and bottom, and there was like 2 people who liked it and 2 people who hated almost all the looks. So
and who was that idiot guest judge?
No, he was not an idiot. He was being really nice.
A doofus.
He's not a doofus, John. Look at you. Look at you. You watch some reality TV and suddenly you know who's got a good opinion.
I'm a doofus. I admit it. But I'm a doofus with a cute puppy.
Okay, well, that does help you some. So anyway, Chris was in a low category. He had that macrame thing, which wasn't that great. And then like this kind of cage skirt. But he was like the safe of the low. So they barely even discussed him. Jay had the tarp and it was ripped, and he had the nail thing, which really I think the nail more than anything. The dress was solid. It wasn't going to be in the bottom, but it was the nail thing that really put him into the top, but they weren't really considering him. Justin had the dress netting with zip ties coming down that kind of like feathers, and it gradated from black to white. Had a real nice kind of bell shape to it. I thought it was good. I mean, I was totally fine with it as the win, right? Yeah. And then they had Kate in the top.
Who's Kate?
Kate had that white dress with the mesh that she called it Fergus of Hollywood, and it definitely looked that way. I thought it was awful.
It worked. Who was the one who had the separation of the boobs?
Dimitri, and he was... Oh, no. Samantha? She was in the middle.
Dimitri.
It was in the middle.
And
no, Dimitri had the butt...
That should have been the bottom.
The butt slit. No, but the bottom. Now this is what I
when
strongly.
When you move the boobs from here to here,
they were like over here. It was like a mile of not even cleavage, like sternum.
He doesn't even like that.
But I was really confused by having Michelle on the bottom. I admit it was a dress that would be better executed in fabric. It was just tape. I thought it should be a solid middle. I felt like there was Dimitri's could have been in the bottom.
The
Samantha, the boobs could have been in the bottom. I just felt like those were failures across the board. Whereas Michelle's I thought was just underwhelming. It was just okay. But they were like really debating. And then Alexandria had this awful dress. It was a tube, like a toilet paper tube, perfectly up and down, in a flat black that looked like it was painted tarp. It looked like painted tarp. And then the bottom, she had like those poof. I remember being in like 6th grade and having these dresses, and they poof out, and you'd be like a I don't even know, like a foam cone, or I can't even describe.
I don't even care. Okay,
and then this net that went straight out. And it was horrifying. It looked like a top hat. It was awful. And then they were like debating it like, well, we've really got to decide between the two of you. Like, oh, I don't know. We have one hideous dress that I'd rather be shot than put into. And then we have this like plain dress that really didn't, was kind of just eh. And they're acting like it's some big debate. Alexandra went home. They've been knocking out a lot of the people who made it to the finale of their season.
Alexandra, I would put her on the same page as Karina. At least Karina regrets being a jerk. I'm pretty sure Alexandria, whatever her name is,
Alexandra,
doesn't even know she was. But she's told.
Yeah, she's just. What's funny is I've never seen someone who's both kind of that mean and that completely flat personality. I mean, like.
I think I remember her being a total.
I think I blocked out some of those seasons. I think Season 7, which is the one that Jay is in.
Steven 7?
Season 7. Season 7.
Season 7.
Sounds
like a bad horror movie. Season 7.
Season 7 is the last season that I clearly remember. I think 8 was Gretchen.
Oh. Don't even get me started.
Anyway.
After every other season they bash Ready to Wear looks, and then it's bad. It might be Ready to Wear, but it's bad Ready to Wear, and she wins.
Yeah. I think they've really been...
She should have been eliminated in the 3rd. How do I even know this? I don't want to...
If you admit you remember that much. Anyway, that is our recap. We'll see you guys next week. Say goodbye.